What up everyone, I hope you're having a decently good day. Just kidding, I hope your day is going as brilliant as it could, and I have just gone for a walk and remembered the good old drug dealing and hustling times when I was basically in the middle school still. Yeah, so this story time includes me getting caught dealing something I shouldn't at a very young age. Let's get into it. Southwest, this stuff takes place when I was just 13 years old. Notice that I was 13 years old when I got caught. My drug deal journey started when I was like 12, so for about a year I was a supplier for my school. About the drugs, it wasn't anything crazy. I flipped cigarettes and nicotine juice for vapes, and also the vape devices itself, but mainly I was focused on the juice for the vapes. Only when there was a need for a kid to get a vape I would just order it from Alibaba or somewhere else and would resell it to him. It all started when my friend's big brother gave a vape to my friend, and my friend then introduced the thing to me. Man, I was shocked. I thought it was the craziest drug I have ever seen, only later I realized it was for getting nicotine in your system and not some crazy shit like cocaine or as now popular THC. Yeah, so I asked my sister to order these 2 little vape pens from AliExpress. It also was delivered under my sister's name when it came to our house, and my mom saw the package and went, "What's in there?" She has always been the type to investigate in everything. She wanted to know everything that was happening. I just tell, this is some stuff for me that my sister ordered. So I basically ended up snitching on my sister when my mom curiously took the package and opened it, and she just looked at those little vapes all confused and said, "What the hell are these?" I just went all in and told her that I had a plan to make some money flipping these, and to my surprise she did not take them away. She just told me to not smoke them myself, as if she saw me smoking she would throw them into the trash can. So I just agree with her terms and take these little vapes. I was so surprised for my mom not taking these away from me since I was just 12 and just letting me keep them and sell them to the other kids. So yeah, shout out to my mom for that. What ended up happening was, I took these vapes, I ended up meeting a guy who sells the vape juice, and I just bought some, even if my mom told me not to. So I used one, and for the other one I actually found a kid that was searching for a vape at school. The kid was a year or 2 younger than me, so he was maybe in 5th grade or younger, which was kind of fucked up. And the kid seemed all hyped up and shit, so I get his Facebook, we figure some details out, and I set the price 5 times more than I got the vape for originally. So the next day rolls around and I get a text from this kid which just say, "I have decided not to buy the vape. I think I am too young for it and it is not good for my health." I mean, fair enough, but that's not a thing that a 5th grader would type usually. So for some reason I decided to be a little cocky and started messing with the kid and typed, "You got scared of this little vape thing, are you even a real man? I'm gonna show you what a real man is capable of, and I'll give your mother a massage with a good ending," and all the other type of fucked up shit that my dumb 12-year-old head could come up with. I don't even have an explanation for these texts, but what ended up happening was, his mother went to the school and snitched on me. Yeah, the next day an announcement comes up and it calls me to the principal. I just knew what it all was about. I fucked up real good. So I just do the walk of shame to the office. There was this kid sitting, also his mom beside him was just giving me the look of, "You scum drug dealer, you just tried to drug my kid and I am going to make you rot in jail." Also my mom got called up, arrived there, and we had a serious discussion about how drugs are bad and vapes are considered as drugs. They also searched my backpack, found nothing, and in the end of that I went out with a warning from the principal, if I ever tried to do something like that again, I would end up kicked out from the school. So I say sorry to my mom, and think to stop doing this shit. And also that kid got caught trying to take some cash from his mom to buy the vape, which is just ridiculous. How dumb can you be? Anyways, about 2 months later I was back in business, but rather than vapes, I was selling the juice. It was just less risky than selling the devices. And I was selling the juice to guys my age, not younger ones. Everything would go like this. A guy from my school who wanted to buy some products of mine would text me throughout the day. I would bring him the juice the next day. We would meet in the bathroom. A few of my friends would come through with me, just like in the movies when cool mafia kids would make a trade, and we would leave the toilet one by one, which was kind of funny. Think about that as if there was a clown car and 7 dudes would come inside it and exit one by one after a few minutes. Yeah, so basically everybody in my school ended up figuring out that I was the local juice supplier, and if they needed something they would just talk to me. Or guys who had already have bought the juice from me would recommend me to the others. But after the kid and vape incident I was acting more stealth. I knew that if someone have caught me, I would basically get kicked from the school, so everything I did needed to be stealthy and smart enough for me not to get caught. Months went by and my little business was booming till the day I was caught. You know the saying which goes, everyone gets caught in the end, so did I. It was a usual day. I just was getting ready to enter the bathroom with a couple of my friends to meet this other new guy. Basically, I had like loyal customers, and once in a while I had a few new kids buying my stuff. In this scenario, I have never even seen this kid before. He just texted me and asked to buy some juice, and I replied okay, no problem. He wasn't suspicious, had a normal Facebook profile and everything, and also he wanted to buy a little more than usual, but as I thought, the more he buys, the more money I make, so why not? Yeah, so I walk into the site I did not wish to see ever. There was just a police officer standing there with school principal and this kid who I still have never seen before. And as I entered the bathroom, they just say to the kid, "You're free to go, we'll have it from here." At that point I knew, I fucked up real good. So they bring me to the principal's office, show me the chats as evidence to look through my backpack. I had the juice in there, and it wasn't just a small quantity, it was like 100 milliliters of that stuff, which wasn't worth that much actually, but still, it was worth enough as evidence against me. Since I was just a kid, they went through my backpacks, confiscated the juice from me, and told me that I'm no longer welcome in this school. Explained to me that they were watching me from the CCTV cameras all the time and have noticed exactly how I did my stuff, and they knew, they just needed to catch me to expel me from the school. So my mom, once again, gets called and explained that I got caught selling drugs to kids and I'm expelled from the school, and the best move was to search for another school to go to. The disappointment in my mother's eyes was all I needed to quit doing that shit and find better alternatives to make money. I would still sell the juice to my closest friends, but only to get rid of it and not lose all the money I have spent on it. I told my mom that took everything from me and I did not have anything anymore, which was a complete lie. I ended up getting grounded for 3 months, so other school, which was actually pretty nice, and my house was all I have seen for the coming 3 months straight. That shit was not funny. Yeah, so this was my story of how I got caught selling drugs at my school, which I still do not consider as drugs, since you can buy it from the store. Anyways, the moral of the story is, don't be like my 13-year-old dumbass was, don't run around the school selling drugs or any other illegal substances to kids, or be stealthy with it. The risk is not worth the reward. Thank you all for listening, and I will see you in the next one. Stay lit, Storyfellows.